What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Rideshare with Jonathan YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be covering how much money I made driving for Lyft in 2020. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing, before I show you these numbers, I need to disclose a couple things. First of all, I'm not a full-time driver. I only do this part-time. I don't do it 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, or not like that. I honestly do it in between things. So this is more of a part-time view versus a full-time view. The second thing is I do Uber and Lyft both, so some of these numbers will be a little misconstrued, and I'm going to explain my way through them as I'm going through this video and showing you all of the numbers and explaining how everything adds up. The third thing is I am in San Antonio, Texas, about 1.6 million people. We have no shortage of ride requests here. So depending on where you live, I don't know how much you can expect to honestly make. That's why I have those estimators on these apps to kind of show you, but I have realized that the estimators go on the low side. I've almost always made above what it shows as the average if I did do like 40 hours in a week, for example. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started for what you came here to see, which is how much I made in 2020 through just Lyft, not Uber, and I do both. So anyways, as you can see here, I have given 338 rides in 2020, driven 5,190.6 miles. Once again, a little misconstrued because I do Uber as well, and I will leave the Lyft app on occasionally when I'm driving around with somebody in the car with Uber or something like that. A lot of times, I'll be honest with you, I'll forget to turn the app off, and I'm driving around and I'll get a random request when I'm driving like Walmart or McDonald's or whatever it is I'm doing, and not realize I have this thing on and I'm racking up the miles, or it shows I'm racking up the miles. So that number can be brought down actually quite a bit, to be completely honest with you. Definitely not nowhere near 5,190 miles. So anyways, gross earnings, $4,901.28. Basically, that's what I've seen, plus $97.48 through non-ride earnings. As far as expenses, we're talking $1,116.03 with a service fee of $1,018.70, third-party fees of $15, and express pay fees of $22.50. The express pay fee, in case people were wondering, it's when you want to deposit into your account right away and it charges you that 50-cent service fee. So that just shows you how many times I've actually cashed out early. Before that, I get them confused, the Monday or Tuesday they do the automatic deposit. So anyways, yeah, here's the numbers, and here's what I'm going to explain on why I'm not a full-time driver, to be completely honest with you, and why I wouldn't do this full-time. As you can see, I made just under $5,000. And according to this, we're talking over 5,100, almost 5,200 miles driven. Yes, I get it. That number can be brought down probably to about 4,500 to 4,000, which would put me over $1 per mile when you're talking about making money and expenses into the car. So a good example would be I get a oil change once a month. I do full synthetic to keep my car in good shape. I actually do slip the guys a couple bucks to look at my belts and anything else I need done on the vehicle, brakes, stuff like that all the time. I need to make sure that my vehicle is in good shape. It's a 2018. It's only got it actually just hit 40,000 miles. But I do keep up with it really well. I keep it extremely clean. Every time I go out driving, I vacuum out the car. I wash it at least once every 3 to 4 days. I keep it in really good shape, plain and simple. So, I mean, you can add those fees up as well. I guess you can say those as fees or hours put towards driving for Lyft and Uber as well, and make your own decision on that. So would I drive full time? I've already kind of answered that question. No, I wouldn't. And the reason is because the amount of miles you're going to put on your car to make this kind of money. So expecting to make, we'll just say $1 for dollar, right? $1 driven or a mile driven gives you $1. If I want to make, we'll just say $30,000, I'm putting 30,000 miles on my car, and you're talking about a little bit above minimum wage and making just basically barely living money, and you're putting 30,000 miles in your car, not including tires. You know what I mean? Like, depending on what tires you get, you're talking about getting tires once every 2 years, oil changes every month, belts, any routine maintenance you're getting done all the time on your vehicle. Now, part-time, I do find this handy because, birthday's coming up, Christmas coming up. We'll use Valentine's Day, for example, coming up in February. This is a great way to go out and just drive and make a little bit of money to put towards these gifts or something you really want yourself. I don't know. I use quite a bit of this now for investing, buying stocks and stuff like that. And moving forward, it's going to be mainly put towards almost only investing, to be completely honest with you, towards stocks, IRAs, all types of stuff like this. It's a part-time gig. I feel like Uber and Lyft is a very strong and good part-time gig. When you're talking full-time, and this is outside of California, by the way, this is in Texas. I don't know how Prop 22s change everything in California. I'm only speaking for outside of that. Here in Texas, at least. Full-time, no way. It's just not worth it to me, to be completely honest with you, unless you just can't find a job. Now, if you can't find a job, why wouldn't you do this, right? This is a way to make money, to make ends meet, to fill that gap. Me personally, I don't need to do this, but me doing this contributes a lot to my future, my kids' future. Um, yeah, to where I plan on going beyond this, not just this YouTube channel or the website I have built, rideshareinformation.com or anything like that. So if you haven't already, make sure you check that out in the link below. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please share them in the comments below. I'm going to post another video when I file taxes, and I'm going to kind of explain how the taxes went, because I've never done this before. Like I said, I've only been doing rideshare since last July, because we're in 2021 now, thank goodness, right? And I've never done taxes doing this, so I don't know how it's going to work out. I've only done rideshare and one other job before rideshare when I first moved to Texas, so it shouldn't impede too much, but I can really get a good grasp on how these taxes are going to be done with rideshare, and I'll kind of explain my experience and how that went, how much I paid into taxes if I had to pay into taxes. All I know is the standard deduction is 57.5 cents per mile driven. So according to, if I went by this, Lyft alone, that's what, like 20, that's over $2,000 as far as miles. So over $2,000 in deductions, not including Uber and what I made in Uber. It's not near this number, to be honest with you. I did way more Lyft than I did Uber, even though I did make more money in Uber per hour, actually quite a bit more. So it's going to be a little closer than what I'm probably going to expect when I see this tax form. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. Like the video if it's helped you out at all. Please leave a comment below if you want to see any future videos on anything else other than one, like I said, I'm going to have coming up, which is going to be me getting my taxes done. But like I said, everybody have a good day. Safe driving.